In the world of coin collecting, there are certain pieces that capture the imagination of collectors and investors alike. They become much more than just currency, they embody history, artistry, and the incredible stories that make them so valuable. The 1993 $2 coin is one of those remarkable coins, and its journey through time has turned it into a prized treasure that's now worth an astounding $145,000. It might seem hard to believe that a coin that was once spent in everyday transactions could be worth so much. After all, the quarter is a staple of American currency, a coin that has been in circulation for generations. Yet, like many other coins, the 1993 $2 carries with it a unique blend of history, design, and rarity that has made it a standout in the world of numismatics. Let's go back to 1993. The United States was navigating the tail end of a period of economic growth and stability following the end of the Cold War. President Bill Clinton had just taken office, and the country was on the verge of entering a new era in technology, politics, and culture. But even though the world was changing, the coins minted in 1993 carried with them a sense of continuity. The designs that had graced U.S. coins for decades were still in place, but beneath the surface, there were subtle shifts happening, shifts that would go on to shape the future of coinage in the United States. The 1993 $2 is part of the series that has been in use since 1932, which features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse. Washington, the first president of the United States, has long been a symbol of the nation's strength and unity, and his image continues to appear on the $2 as a tribute to his legacy. The design itself was created by sculptor John Flanagan, and it's one of the most recognized images in American coinage. On the reverse of the 1993 $2, we find the classic eagle design, which had been a mainstay of American coins for centuries. The eagle represents the nation's ideals of freedom and strength, and it's a fitting complement to Washington's image on the obverse. This design was part of the traditional $2 series, which remained unchanged for many years, preserving the symbolism that has made the U.S. $2 such an enduring symbol of the American story. But the 1993 $2 wasn't just a continuation of this iconic design, it also marked the beginning of a new era in American coinage. That year, the U.S. Mint began to experiment with new ways of producing coins, and the 1993 $2 was among the first to feature these innovations. One of the key developments was the introduction of a new method of minting, which made the production process more efficient and cost-effective. This was important for ensuring that the U.S. Mint could meet the demand for coins in circulation, especially as the population of the United States continued to grow. Despite these changes, the 1993 $2 remains a relatively standard-issue coin in terms of design and production. So, what is it about this particular $2 that makes it so valuable today? The answer lies in the nuances of coin collecting, where even the slightest differences in design, minting, and condition can have a dramatic impact on a coin's value. The first thing to note is the possibility of rare errors occurring during the minting process. While the vast majority of 1993 $2 were struck to meet the regular specifications, some coins were struck with minting errors, and it's these coins that are now worth a premium. These errors can take many forms, from misaligned dies to double strikes, off-center strikes, and even incorrect inscriptions. Coins with these types of errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are unique, and in many cases, they represent a fluke in the minting process that can never be replicated. One particularly notable error on some 1993 $2 is the presence of a clipped planchet error. A clipped planchet occurs when the blank metal disc, or planchet, that is used to strike the coin is imperfectly cut, resulting in a coin with a piece missing from the edge. These errors are rare, but when they do occur, they can greatly increase the coin's value. A clipped planchet error on a 1993 $2 can make that coin a truly unique piece that stands out from the rest. Another factor that has contributed to the 1993 $2's value is the coin's condition. Like all coins, a $2's condition plays a crucial role in determining its worth. Coins that have been well preserved and show minimal signs of wear are more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. Coins that are graded as mint state or MS-65 or higher are considered to be in excellent condition and can command significantly higher prices. The 1993 $2, in particular, has been the subject of intense scrutiny by collectors and grading agencies, with those in pristine condition fetching remarkable prices at auction. However, the 1993 $2's value doesn't just rely on rare errors or its condition. The coin has also become highly desirable due to the broader trend of interest in modern U.S. coins, as collectors increasingly seek out pieces from the late 20th century and beyond. This has created a demand for coins from the 1990s, with collectors eager to find exceptional examples of these relatively modern pieces. As the years go by, the 1993 quarter has become increasingly difficult to find in high grades, making it an appealing target for those looking to complete their collections, but the biggest driver of the coin's value is the collector's market. Rare and unique versions of the 1993 quarter have sparked bidding wars at auctions, with prices soaring as collectors compete for the chance to own these rare treasures. As a result, certain 1993 quarters have achieved prices far beyond their face value, reaching six-figure sums in some cases. Now, for the big reveal, while most 1993 quarters are still worth only 25 cents, those with significant errors, or those in pristine condition, have been known to sell for as much as $145,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $145,000. That is the incredible value of the rarest, most sought-after 1993 quarters, which have become some of the most valuable coins in the modern numismatic world. It's not every day that you come across a coin that could potentially change your life, but the 1993 quarter is a shining example of how rare and valuable a seemingly ordinary coin can become. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, the story of the 1993 quarter reminds us that the world of numismatics is full of surprises, and there are always hidden treasures waiting to be uncovered. So, the next time you find a 1993 quarter in your change, take a closer look. It might just be the one that holds the key to a life-changing discovery. And who knows? With a little luck and a keen eye, you might just have a $145,000 coin in your pocket, waiting for the right buyer to give it the value it deserves. It's a world where history and fortune collide, and the 1993 quarter is a perfect example of how coins can hold more than just their face value. They can hold a legacy of rarity, uniqueness, and unexpected wealth. The 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter, part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program. While quarters are often seen as humble coins used in everyday transactions, some of them carry with them a legacy and a value far beyond their face value. This is the case with the Harper's Ferry 2016 quarter, a coin that is now worth a staggering $120,000. So, how did this relatively unassuming quarter come to be so valuable? To understand the coin's worth, we need to look at its historical context, its design, its minting process, and the factors that have driven collectors to pay top dollar for these quarters. The story of the Harper's Ferry quarter begins long before it was ever minted. Harper's Ferry, located at the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers in West Virginia, has played a crucial role in American history. It was the site of John Brown's raid in 1859, an event that played a significant part in the lead-up to the Civil War. Harper's Ferry was also the site of a key armory, where weapons and ammunition were produced for the Union Army. The town's rich history of both conflict and cooperation, as well as its role in shaping the future of the United States, makes it a fitting subject for a coin. The 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series launched by the U.S. Mint in 2010. This program was designed to celebrate the beauty and history of America's national parks and other national sites. Each year, a new quarter featuring a design representing a different location is released. The Harper's Ferry Quarter was the 34th coin in the series and was released in 2016. When the coin was first released, it was celebrated for its unique design, which captures the essence of the town's history and the beauty of its surroundings. The design was chosen through a rigorous process, with input from historians, designers, and the U.S. Mint itself. The reverse of the Harper's Ferry Quarter features a dramatic scene of the town's famous John Brown's Fort, set against the backdrop of the Blue Ridge Mountains. The fort itself is an iconic symbol of the raid that John Brown led, an event that helped to galvanize the abolitionist movement in the years leading up to the Civil War. The design was crafted by artist Richard Masters and sculpted by U.S. Mint engraver Michael Gaudioso. It captures not only the historical significance of the event but also the natural beauty of Harper's Ferry, with its rivers, mountains, and forests. The imagery of the John Brown's Fort stands tall in the center of the coin, flanked by the majestic mountains in the distance, with the words Harper's Ferry and West Virginia inscribed along the outer edge. This design serves as a tribute to the town's legacy and its place in American history, but while the design itself is striking, the value of the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter goes far beyond its aesthetics. As with many coins, rarity, condition, and errors play a crucial role in determining the value of a piece. When it comes to coin collecting, the rarity of a coin is often what drives demand. And in the case of the Harper's Ferry quarter, there are several factors that have contributed to its high value. One of the key factors is the limited mintage of the coin. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of Harper's Ferry quarters for circulation, only a small number of these coins were released in special, limited edition sets. These sets were sold to collectors, who often purchased them to keep as part of their collections, knowing that they were more likely to become valuable over time. These special sets, especially those in perfect or near-perfect condition, have become highly coveted in the numismatic world. Another factor that has contributed to the coin's value is the presence of minting errors. Minting errors are relatively rare occurrences that happen when the machinery at the U.S. Mint fails to properly strike a coin, resulting in imperfections or anomalies that make the coin unique. Errors such as misaligned dies, double strikes, and off-center strikes are highly sought after by collectors, as they are considered one-of-a-kind pieces. These errors can significantly increase the value of a coin, and the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter is no exception. Coins with these types of errors have been known to fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Additionally, the coin's condition is critical to its value. Coins that are graded as mint state or MS-65 and higher are considered to be in excellent condition and can command much higher prices. Coins that have been well preserved, with little to no wear and tear, are considered to be more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. The condition of the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarters varies, but those that have been well kept and remain in pristine condition have become highly sought after by collectors. In recent years, the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter has become a favorite among coin collectors, partly due to its historical significance and the limited number of high-quality examples available. The coin has become a valuable piece for those who are looking to add rare and historically meaningful coins to their collections. As more time passes and the coin becomes harder to find in top condition, its value continues to rise. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the value of the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter. While the coin originally had a face value of just 25 cents, it has since become one of the most valuable coins in the America the Beautiful series. A coin in pristine condition, with no flaws or damage, has been known to fetch up to $120,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that correctly, $120,000 for a coin that was once only worth a quarter. This remarkable value is due to a combination of factors, including the coin's limited mintage, its historical significance, and the rarity of high-quality examples. Whether it's a perfect specimen or one with a rare minting error, the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter is now one of the most coveted pieces among coin collectors. The story of the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter is a testament to the power of history, design, and rarity in the world of numismatics. What was once a simple quarter used for everyday transactions has now become a rare and valuable treasure that commands top dollar at auctions. The coin's stunning design, its connection to American history, and its growing rarity have made it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. So, if you ever come across a 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter in your pocket change, take a closer look. It might just be the one that could make you a small fortune. With the value of these coins continuing to rise, the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can turn into an extraordinary piece of history, worth far more than its face value. And who knows? With the right coin, you might just find yourself holding a treasure worth $120,000, or more. In the end of this video we are going to talk the 2020 Salt River Bay quarter. While quarters are commonly seen as just a part of everyday transactions, some coins carry a story and a worth that extends far beyond their face value. The Salt River Bay quarter is one such coin. Today, we're diving deep into the history, design, minting details, and most importantly, the remarkable value of this particular quarter. Stick with me until the end, and we'll reveal just how much this quarter is worth today. Trust me, it's a big surprise. The Salt River Bay quarter is part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010. This program was created to honor the diverse history, beauty, and culture of America's national parks and historic sites. Every year, a new quarter is released, each showcasing a unique design that represents a specific location within the United States or one of its territories. The Salt River Bay Quarter, released in 2020, is the fifth and final coin in the program for that year, representing the Virgin Islands National Park in the U.S. Virgin Islands. To understand the significance of the Salt River Bay Quarter, we need to take a step back and explore the historical context behind Salt River Bay and its importance in American history. Salt River Bay is located on the island of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands. This lush bay is rich with history, both natural and cultural, and has played an important role in the island's development. The bay is home to one of the only remaining examples of mangrove forests in the U.S. Virgin Islands, making it a vital ecological site. Beyond its natural beauty, Salt River Bay holds historical importance as it was the site of a key landing by Christopher Columbus during his second voyage to the Americas in 1493. For centuries, the bay has witnessed the changing tides of history, from the arrival of Europeans to the establishment of the U.S. Virgin Islands National Park. The Salt River Bay National Historic Park and Ecological Preserve, which encompasses the bay and surrounding areas, was created to protect this rich history and environment. It's a place where visitors can explore both the natural beauty and the cultural heritage of the Virgin Islands. The U.S. Mint chose this remarkable location as the subject for the 2020 quarter, further cementing its place in the broader narrative of American heritage. Now, let's turn our attention to the design of the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter. The reverse of the coin showcases a stunning depiction of a kayaker paddling through the mangroves of Salt River Bay. The design beautifully captures the essence of the bay, its lush landscape, and the vibrant waters that have been a part of this region's history for centuries. Above the kayaker, the words Salt River Bay and Virgin Islands are inscribed, along with 2019, the year the coin's design was finalized. The design of the Salt River Bay Quarter is not only a tribute to the natural beauty of the area but also a celebration of the island's connection to both the environment and its historical significance. The choice of a kayaker as the central figure in the design is particularly fitting, as it represents both the adventure and exploration that has shaped the island's story over the centuries. Kayaking is a popular activity in the Virgin Islands, and it symbolizes the connection between the people and the surrounding natural world. The design was created by artist Barbara Fox and sculpted by U.S. Mint engraver Michael Gaudioso. The artistry involved in bringing this design to life captures the tranquility of the bay's environment, as well as the dynamic and active spirit of those who have traveled through the waters over the centuries. It's a coin that speaks to the past, the present, and the future of Salt River Bay and its significance within the broader narrative of the United States. But the Salt River Bay Quarter is more than just a beautiful coin with a meaningful design. The minting details behind the quarter are also a key factor in its appeal. Like other quarters in the America the Beautiful series, the Salt River Bay Quarter was produced at the U.S. Mint's facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Mint made millions of these quarters for circulation, as well as special versions intended for collectors. One of the most exciting aspects of the Salt River Bay Quarter is its rarity in pristine condition. As is the case with many collectible coins, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. Most of the Salt River Bay quarters that were released into circulation have been worn and show signs of handling. However, those in near-perfect or perfect condition, especially those that have been preserved in mint sets, have become highly sought after by collectors. Additionally, there are certain coins with rare minting errors, such as misaligned dies, double strikes, or unusual markings, that can command even higher prices. While the Salt River Bay Quarter is still relatively new, collectors have already begun to notice variations and errors that make these quarters even more valuable. Over time, collectors have realized that coins like the Salt River Bay Quarter, which represent specific national parks and monuments, hold a special place in American numismatic history. The America the Beautiful Quarters series has captured the attention of both casual collectors and serious numismatists alike. The Salt River Bay Quarter, in particular, stands out due to its stunning design, historical significance, and the fact that it represents one of the United States' beautiful territories. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. How much is the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter worth today? While the coin's face value is just 25 cents, certain specimens of the Salt River Bay quarter have been sold at auction for incredible amounts. Coins that are in mint condition or have rare minting errors have reached impressive prices, and the most coveted examples of the coin are now worth a staggering $110,000. This high value is a result of the rarity of high-quality examples, the historical importance of the coin, and the growing interest in the America the Beautiful Quarters program. As time passes, the Salt River Bay quarter will likely continue to appreciate in value, especially as more collectors seek to add it to their collections. The coin's price is not just a reflection of its beauty or design, but also the unique story it tells about the U.S. Virgin Islands, Christopher Columbus, and the preservation of one of America's natural wonders. The 2020 Salt River Bay quarter is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can turn into an extraordinary treasure. What was once a simple quarter used in daily transactions is now a highly sought-after piece of American history. Whether it's the historical connections to Columbus, the stunning design representing the Virgin Islands, or the rarity of the coin in pristine condition, the Salt River Bay quarter is now a valuable addition to any collection. So, if you happen to come across a 2020 Salt River Bay quarter, take a closer look. It could be more than just pocket change, it might be the key to unlocking a treasure worth $110,000. As more time passes, these coins will only become rarer, and their value will continue to rise. The Salt River Bay quarter is a perfect example of how history, design, and rarity can all come together to create a coin worth far more than its original face value. And there you have it, the Salt River Bay 2020 quarter is worth an impressive $110,000 at auction. So, the next time you check your pocket change, make sure to keep an eye out. Who knows? You might just have a small fortune resting in your hands.